This is Greg Allison with Galactic Greg's coming to you live from the University of Alabama Huntsville Swirl facility. We're going to be launching multiple balloons here today, this morning, and we are live with this. So hang on, turn around. And there's my cameraman videoing for my channels I'll upload later. I'm going to do more background interviews with these individuals, but you'll see that in a subsequent upload. We're about to launch this balloon here. I don't think it'll be long to launch that one. We got one over there to launch. They have to lay the train out where the wind direction will be this way. It's just ain't not much wind this morning, any breeze at all. You want to lay it out where the balloon is at the head end, and your payload goes down. I feel a little bit of breeze. And indeed, you got it laid out right because the breeze is coming from this way. That is the swirl facility there. It's got a part of the building that looks like a tornado. It is a weather monitoring place. So you can see they're about to launch. As soon as they get it all untangled here and unraveled with a parachute, I think they're ready to go. They got their balloon inflated. The balloon is ready. They'll connect it when they get it all done here. This guy looks like he's ready. I have interviewed these teams a little bit earlier. We got another balloon that's going to be a little bit later, coming together here for launch. Or just starting to inflate this one. So we've got 5 big balloons being launched today. And there's going to be a little picosat balloon too launched probably after these guys go up. Like I said, I've already interviewed all these teams here. Just got a real quick interview, and so I'll post all this later on both probably Galactic Greg's and Green Greg's, various aspects of it. Don Robinson is over there using my camcorder for the uploaded videos. What we got in the room here? Stan, how you doing, Stan? Stray kitten. Lost in space. Well, hey, some of these planes are going to be lost at the edge of space here in a little bit. They're going to go down into fields and woods and hang from trees. Most of them like to hang from trees. If you got a wide open field, 1,000 acres and one tree, and these planes are going to find a tree. Oh, they got 2 balloons over here. Nice. Okay. 2 balloons on this project. I didn't realize there were done 2. All righty. So we got 6 latex balloons being launched today. I've flown latex balloons, and I have flown the big plastic polyethylene balloons, the huge ones. So this is going to be a lot of fun here in a few minutes. Now what you can do with these balloons, they're doing a lot of scientific research. One of them is looking for particulates for smoke. They're actually trying to see if they can detect some of the Canadian wildfire smoke up here in the atmosphere, and they might do it. They got a particulate counter over here. We got various radio experiments being flown. We've got other scientific experiments on some of these balloons, and they've got cameras on some of them. Some looking down, some looking out to the horizon. These guys are looking both ways with their cameras. So this will get exciting here in a minute. And they all start going up. Hey Stan, thank you. Hello, Daniel. Daniel, all these projects are going to the edge of space here in just a few minutes. We're about to have a multiple edge of space balloon launch event here. We got 6 latex balloons. Some of them are planning to hit 115,000 feet today. Yeah, that is beyond the range of an AIM-9 missile by a long shot. Alrighty, I'm live here on Galactic Greg's.
It's nice to see people walking over the lines instead of on them.
Yes, I know better than walking on the lines and flying some balloons. I know better than that. Some people don't, though.
Their own people don't.
Huh?
Their own people don't.
Their own people don't, let's see. Yeah. You gonna say hi?
Hi. How's it going? Hope everybody's having a good time.
There we go.
What do you think about New York?
All right, guys, we're live on Galactic Greg's. Are you live? I'm live on a Galactic Greg's channel.
Okay. I sent them that link too.
Okay, yeah, you asked me earlier, so we're live now. So what are you live on?
Bill's.
Bill's channel? Bill Brown?
Zoom link.
Okay. Oh, the Zoom.
Yeah, I'm on Zoom.
I'm on YouTube. All right, so you're on the conference link.
Yes.
Very good. All right, Bill, I'm live on Galactic Greg's.
Hey, we're here at the Great Plains Super Launch and in Huntsville, Alabama. It's a wonderful day to fly balloons, and we've got several balloon teams flying into the stratosphere, carrying all kinds of experiments, and they're going to launch at once. That's why we call it a super launch.
Yeah, cool.
And we've got two Pico balloons we'll be flying after these go off that are really tiny ones, the kind that they shot down with the jet airplanes.
Was an AIM-9 missile. $200
Yeah.
balloon shot down the AIM-9 missile.
So we'll be flying one of those to see if we can escape the fighter jets.
I'm sorry I'm
you
so
gotta,
late.
you gotta escape those fighter jets.
I made it.
Hey, I'm live on YouTube. You say hi?
Oh, hi. How are you doing? That's wonderful.
Oops,
I'm sorry.
caught in your glasses. All right, I guess the objective is to launch them all at once. These guys here are ready to go. It's be a heck of a launch here in a little bit, guys. So we're going to have a launch today. Multiple launches. You've never seen so many balloons fly in your life. Now this is an annual conference this group has, and it's the Great Plains Balloon Launch Fire. I don't remember the exact name of the conference. I attended some of the sessions yesterday morning, spoke a little bit to the group about the some of the legislation coming up dealing with the balloon threats, UAV threats, and other things like that. But these guys are, we're trying to keep that legislation from impacting these guys. That's part of the objective, guys, because these guys are not out to pose a threat at all. They're part of the solution, not part of the problem. Hey, good morning, Pure Blood. All right, very good. How many people we got in the house? We got 20 in the house. Okay, 13 thumbs up. All right, guys, help us out. Some more thumbs up.
Do me a favor, in the back seat I got a hat.
Ozone sample, and it's got temperature pressure
Okay.
on it as well.
Okay.
So we used to fly those every Saturday. We would be here 7 o'clock for a 1300 launch every Saturday right here. Come in on that antenna up there.
Right.
We did that 1,000 launches.
We're getting a knife out.
See the Yagi up on top?
Yeah,
So that's
kinda
the ozone
bad
sign.
sun angle there.
Yeah. So we did that. I had about 35 students we trained,
Okay,
undergraduates mostly and some graduates.
nice, excellent.
And the first student that helped with the very first ozone sign launch
Uh-huh.
is now the deputy principal investigator for the Tempo geostationary air quality satellite mission. That is the biggest.
That speaks
in
to
air
the
quality.
STEM education value of these balloon projects y'all are doing. You take young people, you stimulate them to follow careers in science, space, and they go off to do great things like that.
That's exactly the story I was telling the conference yesterday.
Yeah.
Is you start with balloons and you go all the way to geostationary orbit on the big time stuff.
From balloons to geosynchronous orbit. There you go,
No, I
guys.
don't know. It's not balloons that geosynchronous.
No, I
air
said
on
from
that.
balloons to that. I mean, like from one step to another. Yeah, I know the balloons don't go to geosynchronous.
course.
I know better than that. 100,000 feet, maybe 20 miles. Someone go a little higher.
But we also have a LiDAR program. We have a LiDAR in a mobile laboratory
Yeah?
that we're going to Wisconsin with this summer, as a matter
nice.
of fact. And we have an aircraft, it's a small aircraft part of the program. So we've got geosynchronous, we've got aircraft, we've got ground-based LiDAR, we've got balloons, we've got rotors, we got the little hexapod rotors that we fly small ozone balloons, ozone SON measurements, and we fly particle counters on them, one of which he's flying today. Todd, the UH team has gotten that
It's down there.
particle counter sensor on their balloon.
Yeah, they told me they're looking for smoke particles from the Canadian wildfires.
That's correct. And you know how to tell?
How'd he tell?
You look at the color of the sky.
And
If it's the color of your shirt, we call that a Rayleigh atmosphere, that sort of deep blue. That's a Rayleigh atmosphere. It's all molecular scattering. And the whiter it gets, the more
particulates.
more particles you've got in the air.
Sure.
So when you look near the horizon, you see how the color changes as you go down to the horizon?
dramatically today.
Right?
Those are mostly natural aerosols that are mostly water covered because the humidity is always pretty high down here.
Yeah, yeah.
So those are aerosols you're looking at on a pretty long slant path. That slant path is probably 100 kilometers.
Yeah, okay.
And then as you go up, the height of the atmosphere, half of it's gone in 10 kilometers.
Right.
Right? And then the other half in another 10. So by the time you're at 30 kilometers, it's pretty much all gone. So that slant path is 3 or 4 times as long as the zenith.
And a lot more air in it.
A lot more air, a lot more particles. So it looks bluer. Even if the concentration of aerosols was the same everywhere, it would look bluer overhead than here. So you account for that. You do that radiative transfer in your head, after you get your PhD, and you go, okay, I can do the mapping of the aerosols with my eyeball.
Right.
With your eyeball. So PhD lets you run those math calculations in your head, huh?
It's true. It's really true. We have people like
That
that.
sounds pile pretty high.
This guy, Xiang Liu, who flew the first balloon
Yeah.
and got his PhD here with me, and
Yeah.
then he went to Smithsonian Astrophysical, is a guy, one of the few guys in the world who can do that. He can almost do the radiative transfer in his head of the measurements of photons. Satellites don't measure ozone or aerosols or temperature. All they
They're not
measure
there.
is photons.
Yeah,
It's
they're not
just
there.
radiation.
The balloons
Turn
are.
that into whatever it is you think caused that radiation field. That's the math, and it's pretty complex.
The balloons fly through the ionosphere above where airplanes can reach and below where rockets and satellites go, or where satellites are at. So you got a region of the atmosphere you can explore uniquely with balloons.
So he's at the Smithsonian. Who is that again?
His name is Xiong, Xiong,
Okay.
Liu, Liu. I call him Dr. Liu.
Dr.
He was
Lee.
one of my early PhD students. and
Very good.
He's probably, I call him a Six Sigma kid in terms of intelligence.
Okay.
He's internationally recognized as the preeminent expert in radiative transfer for tropospheric ozone from space. It's a very difficult calculation to do.
So is he government? How does he?
He works at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory,
Okay.
which is, I think it's an NGO. It's not NASA. It's associated with Harvard. It's the Harvard Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory.
God.
And it was originally astrophysical. The telescope is still there.
Right.
It's been there 100 years.
Okay.
But now they also do atmospheric measurements along with astrophysical. They've got a whole extraplanetary group. They've got a solar group.
Nice.
It's a lot of brain power up there.
So
Nice.
what year did he get his PhD?
He started in 99. He must have got it about 2003 or so. It's been
Okay.
20 years.
Okay.
The kid's been, I still call him a kid, right?
Hey, my kids are in their 40s and I call them kids.
Yeah, he's probably 45 or something.
Yeah, I resemble that
So what about
remark.
the atmosphere of Mars? The Mars helicopter. That was pretty exciting. wasn't it?
1%. It's like being at 100,000 feet on Mars. 1%. No atmosphere basically, but it's just. I'm surprised they can fly a helicopter. That's
It's
crazy.
incredible. And you've got to do it remote with a comms
Yeah.
hysteresis of what? 8 minutes or something
Yeah,
like
it's
that?
crazy they can do
It's
that.
crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
They've done it
It's
many
all
times.
auto.
So is there something in the future for the atmosphere of Mars that you see happening?
I thought we were going there. Elon called me the other day, said, "You want to go?" I said, "Sure."
Well, now, did he mention it's a one-way trip?
Hey,
Well, everybody knows that. We don't.
you better let them fly a few rockets first. They're in reliability is the bathtub curve. You got high failure rates in the beginning. You're pretty good along the middle, and toward the end you get a high failure rate. But that's on one system, any one piece of hardware.
You
But
know who launched our GEO AQ satellite?
who's that?
Falcon 9.
Falcon 9.
Oh,
Very good.
excellent.
Beautiful. Nighttime launch, midnight. Absolutely.
Is it operating now?
It's powering up. We just went on orbit about 3 weeks ago.
Nice.
It's on a ComSat.
Nice.
We're riding on Intelsat 40 Echo,
Okay.
integrated by Maxar.
Okay.
And our instrument was built by Ball Aerospace in Boulder.
Excellent.
Long heritage, great team.
Excellent.
So anyway, we powered up last week. We went from 6 temperature sensors while we were cold to about 50. Now that we're powered up and everybody's behaving, so far so good.
Excellent. Excellent.
They're watching long-haired kids.
So do you have any specific message or request for Elon if this went through to him?
Elon.
Yeah.
I have a lot of respect for Elon, and it's not so much a message for Elon, but a secondary message from Elon to these kids. And it's the same message that you and I give these kids.
Right.
Right? It's if you've got an idea, right? And you've got resources and the determination to work on it, don't let anybody talk you out of it.
Do
Don't
it.
say it can't be done.
Bingo, exactly.
Right.
Oh,
And
we
maybe
can't
you
do this,
fail,
we can't do
everybody
that. That
fails.
Yeah.
Go fail. That's the way we learn.
Yeah.
my dad said can't never could do nothing.
That's right.
And I guess
That's
that's why I've done crazy things like launch rockets and balloons.
So Elon does that
Yeah.
at a higher level than most of us do.
Amen.
And a lot of people criticize him. It's easy to take pot shots at somebody who's done something, but
Right.
you know, my point of view is okay. You go build a rocket. Okay?
Right.
You go build an electric car company.
Amen.
Right.
You go do this, and then you criticize
Yeah.
Amen.
Don't
Amen. Amen.
And oh,
Armchair.
by the way, do a better job.
and do a better job.
Then
Yeah.
you can criticize.
Then you
Go
can.
buy-
Yeah, you got to do a
go
better
get the
job to
resources
criticize.
To go get into this whole, political humanity world.
So tell me a little something about Twitter. So I understand that your PhD student who went to Antarctica was using a Twitter bot to do the calculations for his balloons. Do you know some of that detail?
I do
or-
not.
Okay.
I do
all
not
right,
know
okay.
that.
All right. I was just curious about that. Do you know about that, Greg? The Twitter bots and how that?
No, I've just heard of it peripherally. haven't got into that.
I know he uses the whole Whisper network, which is a large international network of
I
receiving
have
stations.
multiple balloon
Track
launches
his
here.
balloons.
6 big latex balloons. They're not as big as my rocket polyethylene balloons. They're just, these will expand considerably. Some of them will get up toward 40 foot in diameter when they get up. They're only,
Without very high data.
they are 1% as big as they'll be when they get to altitude. These will burst when they get to full altitude. They will expand enormously.
How it's all tied in and why the data
But
is so important. But it makes me
They'll
wonder
be less
about-
than 40 feet at the spy balloon
So
altitude.
here's what I know.
But they will be
Okay.
probably bigger than that when they
Pod
get,
starts flying
much bigger than
to
that when they get to the full.
They fly in the lower stratosphere,
Right.
which this gentleman, what's your name, sir?
Greg Allison.
Greg Allison correctly described as the ignorosphere because it's so hard to get to.
Right.
It's too high for airplanes and it's too low for satellites. So it's about the only way you can get there is with a balloon. So he puts a balloon there, he tracks it, and he gets the velocity vectors, like
Nice.
at 1 hertz.
Excellent.
And those velocity vectors are really important to the numerical weather prediction models.
Sure.
All right,
Okay.
for which NOAA is responsible. So they have a laboratory that is one that's responsible for doing the research and
So you're able to truth the data in the simulations,
so they want to
projections.
know the truth, and they right. So
Yes.
they're doing these models. Everybody in the world uses them. All the weather models in the world use them.
Sure.
But nobody knows how good they are because it's so difficult to verify.
Right.
So they learn about Todd, right?
Yeah.
I said, Todd, talk to these people at NOAA ARL.
Yes, okay.
The Atmospheric Research Laboratory
Uh-huh.
in Maryland,
Uh-huh.
and tell them what you're doing. And they have a subset of the big weather model called High Split, which does just the wind trajectories. So High Split calculates the winds
Sure.
for the NOAA models.
Right.
So he says, hey, I got these balloons that are going down your vectors,
Uh-huh.
and I can tell you how good your wind predictions are,
Uh-huh.
and your now time stuff is.
Ah.
They said, you're our boy. Come on up here.
yeah.
He's now an affiliate as an undergraduate of the NOAA ARL
Excellent.
with
Excellent.
a full up NOAA email
Yeah.
address, and he does their telecons, and so he's now one of the very few validation sources
And I
for
don't
this
know,
high
somebody
split model,
gave
which
me
is
some-
the fundamental stratosphere
Oh, beautiful.
dynamics.
Wow.
Now there's another example of going from balloons to,
Much
top
bigger
line,
stuff.
top line science in atmospheric
This is a
dynamics.
good place for people to get started that want to learn things and do things.
Yeah.
Now I apologize, but tell me again who you are for the video.
My name is Mike Newchurch. I'm
Okay.
a professor here in the atmospheric earth science at UAH,
Okay.
and I've been here for a long time, since 1988.
You're live on YouTube right now on a YouTube channel called
Live on
Galactic
YouTube.
Gregs. And you'll also go live on, I'll post it later on Green Gregs and Galactic Gregs from the videos he's recording.
Okay, you're supposed to tell me that ahead of time, right?
Oh.
So I'll be careful what I'm saying.
Well, you didn't say anything problematic. That was all good
I'm
stuff.
live.
Well, you know when
I
you're
know
on
I'm
camera,
not live,
hey,
so-
anytime somebody's pointing the camera at you, you know you're the subject. You got a PhD, you ought to know that, right?
So anyway, I work in the school here. I take the
Very
NASA money, I filter it through the payroll here,
Okay.
and do NASA research in air quality, ozone. We use balloons, the rotors, the airplane, the LiDAR, the satellite,
Beautiful.
and we work with the modeling guys and the dynamics and the chemistry. We're going to a big campaign this summer called Stacks and Aroma and Cupids. We're taking our LiDARs,
Marty, get a picture.
which we have 8. Actually, I started this LiDAR network
Okay.
15 years ago.
15 years ago.
15
Wow.
years ago.
Wow.
We built the first one here for low altitude tropospheric ozone measurements.
Okay.
And I gathered all the LiDAR guys in the country and one in Canada. We built a network called Tropospheric Ozone LiDAR Network. Most of them are mobile, and so we just had our 10th annual meeting over here in conjunction with Tempo, the satellite I told you about, and GeoXO, which is the NOAA version of Tempo, scheduled to fly in 10 years.
10 years. Wow.
Typically, NASA does the research,
Okay.
builds the satellite, demonstrates, and if it works well enough, NOAA will operate it for weather or oceans or whatever their service is. This is, I think, the first time I know about why NOAA committed to flying a NASA satellite before NASA even launched the first copy.
Wow,
That's confidence in
How about
Tempo.
there you go. Oh,
So anyway, we do that stuff here. And then we do other things. There's a lightning group here. There's a climatology group. The center director, John Christie, who is a wonderful director, the best
John
research
Christie, yes,
director
yes, yes.
I've ever seen. Runs about 200 people in the lab. We're the biggest research lab on campus by far.
Roy Spencer still here?
Roy is still here, right? He's got an office right over there.
So is that Roy?
Roy Spencer,
Roy Spencer was
satellite data for temperature, global
exactly.
temperatures.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Now I
And
need to
then
come
we've
interview
got
him.
some other folks here. We got a severe weather group. You see this truck down here, and all the trucks in the stable down there are severe weather,
Right.
run by Kevin Duff. And if you will, we've also got a land-based group. We do GIS, we do land cover, land change, and some of that interface between atmosphere composition and land changes, land use, human impacts. You finally get back to what people are doing and how it affects what people are doing.
Sure, sure. So,
So that's
one,
the short story.
so one thing I heard about Huntsville is the tornado paths seem to follow similar routes that they followed years ago, especially one that I guess hit what's now Parkway Place, but and then Airport Road some years
Airport
later.
Road was bad.
So it's geographic features that help drive that, right? The river, the hills. How does that?
When you
There's a lot of
mentioned
research going on in
flying
that
crickets
area.
into space, that was
And that's
Bill
part
Brown.
of the
He's here.
land-atmosphere
He's running this
interface.
conference.
And we've got kind of an
I see him
interesting
right now.
mix of atmosphere.
Yeah, he actually flew
river,
crickets
land,
to the edge of
enough
space on balloon,
topography to make
and he
a
survived.
difference, but it's not
There he is. There's Bill Brown right over there.
topography, which is enormous.
Okay.
We need
So
electricians.
it's a great area to
See some of the fine
see
detail
some
of
of
those
the details.
differences. Beautiful, beautiful. I didn't realize that. So
And
you're
we're
located on the
going
perfect.
we should go to your balloon launches now.
We're about to go.
Jim? Both Jims.
Make sure you get them when you start going up. All right, guys, these balloons are tethered on the ground. This is a windless day. They wouldn't be able to do that if we had wind. They'd have to hold on to it. We got so little breeze today that we can let them go straight up. That's a good thing. Yeah, we got the balloons all around us here. They're ready to go. They're going to release them all at once. But these guys here are still trying to untangle their flight chain. They had the balloon inflated first. Thought they were ready to go first, but they got the complicated flight train tangled. Oh, they're hooking it up. I think they're ready to go. All right. I'll back off a little, try to get them all a little better. We're about to have multiple balloon launches. I believe they're about ready to go.
Which way you want to go?
No wind.
Yeah, there's no wind because those balloons are straight up. They wouldn't be able to do that if we had wind today.
Yeah, one's looking down. You go out. You go out to the horizon and hitting that part in the. Okay. So horizon and ground.
You got a video of your, what's this say?
Oh, just this.
Why do you mean the world? Why do you mean the world to me?
Yeah. From space.
From space. Now, what's your package?
Well, there's two cameras. There's an APRS tracker. There's a spot trace tracker. I think that's about it.
What's your cameras? You got one looking down?
One looking down and one looking. Well, it's looking at you now.
Hello, halo. All right, very good. So the one looking down and look at the ground. So I tell people, hey, you might be able to look out for what's going on around you over the hill with a system like that, beyond your drone.
The one looking out's interesting when it's at altitude, but when it's going up and going down, that's the one that's.
You like looking now? What you got here in the center in that jar?
That's a cut down, so if it gets caught in a tree.
Oh, very good. You can get your
I
package.
can get my package back.
All right, people are yelling. Maybe they're getting ready here. Let me try to back off where I can get all this. All right, guys, you're about to see multiple launches right here on Galactic Greg's Live. More balloon launches than you ever seen on a YouTube channel. All at once.
Circuitry to run the burner in there if we cut it down early. Okay. Then we've got Mike, what have you got there? Mike, what are your payloads?
We got the beacon, we've got a camera, we've got a simplex repeater, and we've got an audio beeper.
Payloads down there.
And then on the very bottom is a redundant beacon and a little wire test.
Okay, are we ready? They're waiting on us.
Okay.
All about to go here.
EOSS 343, go for launch.
About to launch here, guys. Multiple launches coming up.
We're ready.
It is launch time, guys. All right, balloon launches. Oh. And that one of the packages hit the ground. All right, here we go, guys. Lots of balloons in the sky. Up they go. All that stuff hanging. Wow, the balloons, the cameras are looking until the balloons. You get some good pictures. I can't even see what's on my screen from the sun. Sun's got me. I can't even tell what I'm pointing at here. That looks good, right, guys? Hope y'all can see it. I can't see nothing through my screen. Holy smoke. I really can't. The sun's in my eyes. Hope y'all are getting that. Six balloons on the way to the edge of space, launched all at once. 6 balloons, guys.
No. Tail end guys. I couldn't run it.
And they're all hanging in pretty close together.
I mean, good for you for the untangling.
Yes. Thank you, lady.
But I have pictures of you untangling.
Oh. Steve wants to know, are we ready to launch?
Yeah, but in a few years, that'll be the one that looks forward.
Yeah, I can't even see my screen. Hope y'all are seeing that. Sun is in my face. I got the sun right there. I can't see nothing on the screen. If y'all are seeing these balloons going up, they'll be out of sight before long.
Chase balloons. I'm not chasing. Or you are. Oh, down. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, no. I've got all.
That big one's got more lift on it. The others, I believe, it's up higher.
Yeah, I'm chasing. I have asthma. I've got the dog.
It's also catching more wind, so it's been separated from those a little bit. They got four hanging a little close to each other. That one, that's the biggest one up there.
Oh, she's going with
If y'all can see that. It'll disappear in a little bit. I don't know what y'all can see.
Well, she lives at my house.
I'm trying to zoom in on it, but I can't see what I'm zooming.
We're low.
Because I really can't see the screen here at all.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, just text me when you
Bill Brown, I hope Don Robinson is using my camcorder, can see better than I can. Hope he can see what he's getting here. Well, he's not even pointing the camera up, so I don't know. I guess he gave up on it.
I don't know this area. I know how to do it.
I still see two balloons. All right, there they are. There's the other ones.
Okay, drive safe. Are you guys coming over or what?
I can see four balloons now.
Thanks for your help.
Yeah, they will all get so high, you won't be able to see them. You can watch the
recording
data.
with this?
Huh?
Keep recording with this.
Yeah, if you can see them. Can you see them?
Can't see them.
I can't see on the screen. I hope I'm pointing at them.
I'm sunblind.
Yeah, me too.
All right, I'll just point it up randomly.
Well, try to point it up where you think it is. I can see two balloons right now. I can only see two.
You do see two.
Yeah, the others have gone out of sight, and those of them a little bit.
Well, I'm scanning for you. How about that? Hopefully I'm not getting too much picture of my hat.
Hat, huh?
Oh, it's a nice cloud.
I still see those two, huh?
And here we are at the Swirl Center. Look, it's
Oh,
a swirl cloud.
swirl cloud. Swirl cloud at the swirl facility. Okay, guys. Can I find the balloons? Yeah, there's those two. That's the only two I see. They're going out of sight. One of those is with the larger balloon, though. The larger balloon looks smaller than the other because it's going higher. It's about to be where you can't see them. Y'all probably can't even see it on video. They probably can't unless I zoom in, but I can't see the zoom. I'll zoom the wrong place. All right, Don, thanks, man. We'll have to catch the, maybe we can do it again. Maybe we can do it again when Bill launches.
Yeah, let's do that. Sounds
You
good.
can turn it off now. Say battery. Oh, we got another balloon coming here. That's a polyethylene balloon.
Are they doing that one?
Yeah, it's a polyethylene balloon, little one. Oh, that's a cylinder balloon. That should be a rapid riser then. That one should go up fast. It's a cylinder balloon. It will not expand in terms of girth. Oh, that'll be a fun launch. That can go up real quick. You won't be able to see it for long.
Everybody else is trying to push the hydrogen up.
Hydrogen. He said hydrogen gas. Helium's very expensive. No smoking, guys. So a lot of times you go around the balloon like this guy was holding hands to keep the wind from knocking it on the ground. And the breeze starts picking up all day. One launches early in the morning. Ideally, it's crack of dawn to minimize breeze typically.
Yes.
I know. Or the Mythbusters, you know, where they made all those giant balloons and they had somebody ride it.
Yeah.
You might want to give some.
And they knew where it was. Bill and all the guys knew where it was.
We're down to 500 on this one.
All right, got everyone ready to go? You put a regulator on this? Carl, regulator on this one? No, this is the first one. Okay, all right. Have you launched before?
I participated in other launches before, yeah.
A rapid riser balloon here.
Remember which cone had your One right there.
So what's
Why
it?
is that stuck together? I've got this left to right. Take yours and pull out. And I'll pull that one. You want to try to use two nozzles? We're going to separate it.
Can you turn that off? Turn that one off.
There you go, Carlson. You got to shake it out. Pull your side towards you a little bit. Your right.
Work this one in, Carl. Carl?
Yeah, hang on. I'm not doing much. Super. I'll take that part. You take that part. But keep pushing.
All right, if you're just joining us, we just launched 6 balloons from here, latex balloons. This is a polyethylene balloon. This one will go up fast because it's a cylinder balloon. This one will make a rapid ascent. You won't be able to see it for long. So what's the objective of this balloon flight?
The guy that's doing it's right behind you in the light blue shirt. He can tell you everything.
He's pretty busy.
He's the engineer.
So what's the objective of this balloon flight besides rapid rising with a cylinder?
My regulator.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, you back up.
You want to move this one?
Yeah. Just open it back up. Yep.
He's pretty busy.
Open it.
Getting a little windy, Carlton.
Huh?
Getting a little windy.
Oh,
I'm going to go down on that end to make sure it don't pop.
Yeah.
breeze is starting to pick up. Yeah, that's a problem. You get too late. We had a problem with a big balloon one time. It tore up. Breeze picked up. You want to launch them fast. You don't want to wait too long. Get them early in the morning when the breeze is quiescent.
What's the name of the YouTube channel?
Galactic Gregs. It's a G-R-E-G-S. 1 G, 1 S, no apostrophe.
So what's the payload here?
All we have here is a GoPro, APRS tracker, and sound board.
GoPro,
the,
APRS tracker,
Where's the ready?
and a sounder. That's a beeper.
We got, where is the ready?
Oh no, yeah.
Do we have ready?
Yeah, there should be a small ready in the double A right there.
This crew here done launched 2 balloons today, and they got a 3rd one. They're gonna have a fun time chasing all the payloads.
Yeah.
3 different payloads to chase. They're gonna be busy.
Okay, you're off on this one.
Is it empty or off?
Almost. So what is this you're wrapping in?
This is a ready telescope.
What is that payload there?
Radio telescope.
Yeah, make sure you don't get in the ground.
Okay.
What's your weight budget for this?
I don't know.
Something?
Something.
Is that on 400? Or something?
Yeah.
433 or something?
433.
Oh, you don't have to do it. I was just wondering if it's on the right
433, 967.
Hey John, tape that so that way there's not gonna, the wire's not gonna pull on it. Yeah.
Heard you mention also.
Had too many beans.
I don't. I'm looking at it. I lost my first medical. I can't qualify. I haven't tried to get it. It's like, I can't eat. I'm diabetic.
Yeah, I just thought it was like no way back in time.
I loved it. That was probably interesting.
If I knew somebody that had one of willing to fly, I'd get them on. I never went anywhere. To me, that's, yeah. No, that's yeah. Okay. Yeah, my final flight on mine. You can keep
I don't want to talk about it. They did that. Let us borrow the
305 bomb. Some mistake. What? These for more Chinese fly balloons? I hope not.
That's what we had to do.
That's what we're trying to avoid, guys. All right, the wind's dying down good. A little bit. Get this thing up before it gets too heavy. Now we got a little balloon over here going up. Holes, we've got to tape it up. Holes in the balloon. Bill, you're not using the Mylar party balloon. Are you trying to avoid the radar?
This is a Mylar balloon, but it's not
Metallized.
So
Not
we're
metallized,
trying to
yeah.
go stealth.
So you're gonna go stealth, so the
This
aim
is
missile,
the
aim
stealth.
lines don't shoot you down.
This is the stealth version that has a much lower radar cross section. So we're going to see if this makes it through all the fighter jets. But this is a worldwide Pico balloon similar to what was shot down
over the Yukon
over the
territory.
Yukon. It's a different tracker than what they use, but it's a very similar concept. Solar powered,
Yeah,
fully
well,
solar
there's my-
powered. It weighs half an ounce.
Half an ounce.
And it's got an antenna wire for an HF frequency that can be heard around the world.
Heard around the world.
This is a 20-meter transmitter, and it's supposed to go around the world.
Around the world, right over China,
Yeah, they often
Russia, China.
do. They often do go around China.
That's right. Well, we'll have to see if you can avoid all that fighter jets then.
Yeah, yeah.
So you have to let me know how many times this thing makes it around the world.
We
What's your record for a balloon, one of these balloons going around the
some
world?
of them have been around the world 30 times.
30 times. Now, Bev, you got one going around Antarctica now, don't you?
Yeah, it's been around at least 8 times.
8 times in Antarctica.
My radio died, so I'm
It's still flying. It's they launched it in November.
I need somebody, but
Now, how long do you launch here?
You want me to go with him? He said he needs somebody.
Chase Cruise started out. Stand between them here and get a little bit of both. How you doing? This is not a spy satellite. But it can tell the winds and data like that. It can truth the actual wind profile at altitude and what we call the ionosphere, which is too high for planes, too low for satellites, and it helps validate the models used by the NOAA for weather prediction, climate research. So these are scientifically valid experiments. If you don't tear his payload up jerking on the ground.
Did you have any water in your truck?
Just cut that off.
Bottle or two, we're gonna have to stop and get some more.
Cut the extra.
The rest of it, there's 2 coolers in there. Oh, the plastic's going.
We've already had 6 balloon launches here earlier today. We're about to get 2 more. About to get 2 more balloon launches in a moment.
Not yet. There's plenty of water. Oh yeah, I know. I want to get mine back.
You dumped on it, remember?
There's no bottled water. Let me replace
You know what
it.
time it is, incidentally?
The bottled water wasn't cold, no.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I know, but it would have been by now.
I don't understand this. They aren't checking lift or anything.
I'm not weighing it. Wow.
Filling it up.
Maybe they're going to put a whole lot more lift in it than it needs. Just, of course, it's busted altitude to do that.
Stepped on?
Oh, somebody stepped on it. Oh my gosh. Well, we may have a problem. Too many people here. Somebody stepped on it.
The Pico got stuck on it.
Hey, Dad.
have a
Dad.
copper loop in here.
This direction, heading towards the cab.
Somebody stepped on it. Oh my gosh.
Radio, GPS.
Okay, clear out, folks.
That's the other end.
About to launch.
All right, Jack, clean on down.
What's the weight of that, Bill? The payload.
12.5 grams.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hold it here. Where's that multi-tool? I'll take it.
You gonna film them going up?
Well, guess I could. I don't know how
It's a
far-
battery power. What time is it right now?
Oh, red's a good color.
I do need to go at a certain time.
Can I drop tension?
9:20.
Okay, I'm good then. I need to go by 10.
All right. Hey, Bill.
Yeah. Just cut it off at the end.
All right.
And then
Can't believe I wasn't even looking
twist it up,
down on.
put some tape
You step on it?
I stepped on the. I think I stepped on a tool instead of the board.
Now you gotta watch
If
these
I'd stepped on the board, you would have known it. But
crunch. Now you gotta watch. I don't even step on the strings.
yeah,
I'm
no,
very
I didn't
careful.
mean to.
I'm very careful when I walk around
Yeah,
this thing.
I will be immensely more careful in the future. Where's the balloon? Where's its tail?
Yeah, all these balloons do have tails. Strings hanging down. That's one of the things they were talking about from there. Oh, they got strings hanging down from them. Yeah, that's the payload packages usually. Unless it's the Chinese.
I'm burned.
Are you?
Yeah, I got burned on Thursday playing.
Oh. Bill's got her hands full. Looking for somebody else to run the camera for them. They're about to go. I believe they're about to go with that one. They're ready. Bill's almost ready over here. Just want to make sure their antenna's the right length.
So
20 millimeter. So they got, that's a tracker vehicle. They got a ground station set up over here to monitor some video. Can you do it?
Super pressures are sealed on.
You gonna get the launches?
Could have done what's called a seal.
Make sure you got the dot on.
The bottom is open.
5, we're ready.
So once it gets
Oh, they're ready. All right, we're about to get a UFO like the AIM-9 missile shoot at. This is the kind of balloon shot down by an AIM-9 $450,000 missile.
Let's walk that way a little bit.
yeah, we need to get
This way.
It's pretty windy.
Go
This is
walk
gonna
that
drive
way.
over your heads. Watch out.
Oh, that balloon thing gone. Look at that. Hey, watch this balloon. There it goes. Got a bend in it. Watch that one. Watch it. This one's about to go.
Jack, pull it tight.
The other side of Bill.
All right.
Okay, Bill.
Do you have a piece of Kapton tape with you?
I'll get something.
Just a 1-inch piece of tape,
Coming up.
because that'll break off. You know your dad could run that fast?
Yeah, he used to run.
Did he?
Yeah, back in his 20s.
Yeah, I used to run too once upon a time. Even through my 30s, even in my early 40s. I used to run 12 miles every other day, and I'd be lucky to walk a mile now. Huh? Yeah, I used to be quite running.
Would you like a Sprite?
Oh, no, thank you, though. Appreciate it. I try to stay away from sodas.
Let's go a little farther that way. I don't want to hit that car. Oh, need another piece of tape on that connection.
Oh, Bill.
What's wrong?
Walk like you said to.
Looks like you got fishing line connectors in there almost.
What?
Keep going that way.
You keep telling me that, but it's snagging on the street.
Oh, staggering on the gravel. Yeah, hold it up.
I thought it was this.
Walk fast. That's good. Now, Jack.
I don't see there's a balloon now.
You can drop it now.
Here comes the tape.
Line, let the line loose.
Here we go.
Just let
Hold
it
on,
loose.
one
I gotta
inch
get
piece
straight.
snapped on, coming up.
Put it right across there, so it's on both sides of that neck.
I thought I lost contact with it because it snagged on the street. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tough, that's us.
So a little Kapton tape and we're in business.
That's the strain relief so that that magnet wire joint. All right, now let's get it tight. Go that little way towards the direction of the, stay.
Bill's good with famous words when he launches balloons too. He's got some famous mission phrase usually.
Count it down. You're videoing? Okay.
You're videoing, you're live on Galactic Greg's.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Jack, you might have to run with it. Avoid the light poles.
Yeah, hope we don't get the light pole. All right, there's a UFO to be shot down by an AIM missile if they see it. Hopefully not.
And what's the time?
Time is about 9.
No famous words, Bill. What was your famous words for the launch?
Up, up, and away.
Up and away.
Don't get shot down.
Well, that's the stealth version. It's not metalized.
I can't see it. I can't read it.
It's 9:27.
Okay, 9:27, Jack says.
9:27.
All right.
It's barely flying. It's. I was hoping to get a little updraft over the black asphalt.
Yeah, boy, it's not going up very high.
It's not going up very fast, but it'll get probably a temperature.
Where are we?
I don't know if I overscanned this thing in or not. I can't tell what the camera's doing. Can't see the screen, guys. I don't know what. There we go. See the light pole. He's out that way.
Would you say, Bill?
Didn't hear you. He's way over there.
Pretty good. Okay.
Back over here.
Sorry.
There it goes. That one's not going so high so fast. See, they underinflate those so they don't bust. That's the whole purpose. That's how they get them to go around the world so many times. You very light inflation, very light payload. That way they won't burst when they get at altitude. And typically, as latex balloons will go up and they'll hit altitude and burst.
The other balloons were had pounds of lift. This one, see, the other balloons that were just launched had pounds of lift. This one only has 7 grams of lift.
Okay.
You know, a quarter of an ounce of lift, so it doesn't go up as fast.
Right.
So it's nice to have a big open parking lot like this to launch one of those in.
Okay.
And probably it helps with the thermal effect of the asphalt here too.
Okay.
But
Okay.
if you hit a downdraft, it could be a little dangerous. The dangerous part of a Pico balloon launch is the very first part.
Right.
Because you see all the trees, you want to avoid the trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it now. It's out over the Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's way up
It's
there.
picked up altitude.
It's good. It won't hit the ground now.
Temperature inversions, it can
about
sometimes
the cloud.
just level off for a while.
Okay. Okay.
So what altitude do you
Beautiful,
expect this balloon to fly at?
42,000 feet,
Right in a jet stream.
upper jet stream, and hopefully go around the world in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Nice.
All right.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So, and this is the stealth mode because we don't have a luminized mylar, metallized mylar.
So
on
sneak
this.
by all them fighter jets and aim 9 missiles.
Hopefully the radar won't pick this one up.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
So, beautiful day out.
All right, I don't see it now. She's finally
Go
gone.
out and chase
There you
it
go, sir.
down.
Sorry.
Alrighty.
At a ground station, we're gonna talk and things in that vehicle.
Okay.
I'm going to hang around for a while. And,
Okay, I'll hang on.
but I can't
I'm hitting the road.
guarantee that we would get
I'm about to
back
hit the road.
before- You're absolutely.
Let's see if these guys are. These guys are over here monitoring from this tracking station. I don't see anybody over there. They probably haven't turned it on yet. No, they don't have anybody in there. They'll turn it on a little bit, I guess. Yeah, they're heading to it. Didn't set it up yet. Okay, guys. Let's see here. Do that when I hit the wrong button. The wrong button. Here's the button I was trying to hit. You can already see my screen. Hey, folks. It's Greg Allison with Galactic Gregs here. We've just launched 8 balloons here today, including the same kind of balloon that AIM-9 missile shot down over the Yukon territory. So I want to thank everybody for coming here and watching. Hope you had fun. You got to see multiple launches. If you hadn't seen them, rewind the video. Please support my channel. Click the subscribe, click the update notification bell, and click all. And by the way, share the video when you can. Thank y'all for watching. And Greg out if I can find the button. There we go. Have a good one. Greg out.